Hi, my name's Rob Barber, and you're about to discover the secrets of making money with domain names. Every day thousands of domains don't get renewed by their current owners, and many of those are worth thousands of dollars. I've already made over $1 million buying and selling domain names, but now I'm sharing my closely guarded secrets with you. In case you didn't know, domain names are virtual real estate and are just like physical real estate, houses. So, what happens if you don't pay your house mortgage? Well, the bank forecloses and the house goes to auction. Now, the same thing happens with domain names, but on a much larger scale. Like 10,000 to 100,000 plus domain names every day go to auction. Imagine being able to buy a foreclosed house that's worth $100,000 for only $100. Of course, you'd buy it in a second. Now, if these domains are worth so much, why do people let them go to auction? Well, they may forget to renew them. They may not have the money, but they usually don't know the value in them. And this is why there are so many bargains out there. There are a lot of reasons for why you haven't been able to make money online. Something like you aren't given enough information, or maybe you're using old techniques. But here's the biggie: you tend to listen to people that don't have proven results. To put it another way, your current approach is why you're wrong more times than you're right, is why you feel like something is always missing, is why you try something and it doesn't work, is why you're always looking for a better way to make money. Introducing Domain.do, the premier course online for making money with domains. I've put a lot of time and effort into this course, and I want you to get the most out of it. So, what's included in the Domain.do system? Well, let's see. We've got my secret criteria to use when buying or selling domains, where to find domain name bargains, what domain names to avoid, how I sell cheap domain names for thousands without a site, how to price domain names for maximum profit, my secret list of keywords that actually increases domain value, and far more items than I can actually list here. Just go ahead and click the big yellow button below if you want to get all the benefits I just described. So here are a few of the domain sales that have made me over $1 million. Now, one of the first names I put on here is Ticketfly. Now, if you've gone to concerts or events, you've probably heard of Ticketfly. And I sold this name back in maybe like 2008 or so, maybe 2009. I forget exactly when, but somewhere in that period. And this was a name, obviously, I didn't know that it would become this huge company. And obviously that company didn't know, but I sold a name that I paid $20 for $9,000. And so other examples on this page are things like Hot Sauce Boss, a great name. In fact, I actually paid a little bit more for that one, $55, but I sold it for $1,500. And there's quite a few more on this page. I wanted to give you some of my better examples, but just so you understand, I've sold plenty of names where I've paid, as little as $5 or $10 for, and I've sold them for like $20 to $100. So think about that. You pay $5 or $10 for a name, you sell it for $20 to $100. Even selling a $10 name for $20 means you've just doubled your money. That alone gives you a huge rate of return on your names. So imagine just being able to do maybe like one of those. Even if you did one of those a month, you're still doubling your money. You put $5 in, get 10 out. Put 5 in, get 100 out. There are so many different ways to make money with names, and so many of them available, that it's really an amazing opportunity for you. So with the Domain.do course, I wanted to make sure I gave you a complete 60-day money-back guarantee. So when you purchase Domain.do, you get a no questions asked 60-day money-back guarantee. This means that you can get a refund for any reason. Now, I'm really hoping that you'll love the course, but if you really don't like the course, it's a simple, I don't want it, get my money back, and the money's on the way back. So it really gives you more than enough time to see that the program works for you. This puts all of the risk on me. So at this point, I've shown you that it works and why the investment is a no-brainer. Number one, you get the exact methods and steps that I use to make money with domain names. Number two, you have a 60-day, no questions asked money back guarantee. Just click the big yellow button below to order. So, do any of these sound familiar? How will tomorrow be any different than today? Stop fooling yourself. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. Like my daddy used to say, the world needs ditch diggers too, son. Well, there's a reason I included these sayings, because they're true. Don't get left out of the daily profits being made with domain names any longer. Click the big yellow button below to get started with Domain Node today.